All right, let's do this, people. All right, good afternoon. Welcome back. This is the Thursday, July 29th. We are actually wrapping up our programming end of the AgDiscovery program here with this afternoon session. And of course, we are wrapping up with our team from the USDA APHIS. They are our sponsors, in particular of the UVI AgDiscovery program. So we're really glad to have them with us. And this afternoon, we're going to be exploring career and workforce exploration, kind of a sneak preview, I guess, at interview do's and don'ts with none other than Dr. Robin White. And interestingly enough, even though she's covering interview do's and don'ts, Dr. White is a veterinarian. So we come in all shapes and sizes. So we really appreciate having you with us. And so let's look and work with Dr. White to learn just a little bit more about what we need to know. Of course, all of you are teens. Most of you are teens that are looking at, in some form or fashion, getting some sort of job of some sort or a little internship. And I hope this will be a worthwhile experience for you. Dr. White usually does this in a very fun and exciting and interactive way. So we look forward to working with her. And then, of course, wrapping up the afternoon with her own little surprise. So we really welcome Dr. White along with Adrian Dunham. I'll let Dr. White introduce her team. So Dr. White, the microphone and the screen is yours.
Thank you. Dara, do you have my slides? Is she there?
Yep, we're here.
Oh, okay. You have my slides?
I sure do.
All right. Well, anyway, while you're putting up that first slide, I just want to say good afternoon to everyone. As Ms. Sarah said, my name is Dr. Robin White, and I want to congratulate all of you who were chosen for this fantastic program of AgDiscovery at the University of Virgin Islands. I know it's a virtual session this year, unfortunately, and it's not what you expected, but we wanted safety to be the utmost importance for you, UVI as well as APHIS. So I'm sure that UVI has been living up to what they promise every year, which is a chock full, fun and educational program. So I know it's toward the end of the day, so we want to keep it upbeat, and I know you don't want to hear someone lecture after lunch. So we want to keep this as interactive as possible. I'm going to be asking you questions. I'm going to make this a fairly short presentation, and then we're going to go into the interview process, interviews, resumes, applications, and then we're going to do some mock interviews. You all are going to do some mock interviews. After that, we are going to play a game. Many of you will recognize the game. It's not going to be played like it is on TV, but you still want to be cognizant of what's going on, because I cannot confirm nor deny whether or not the questions may be on your post-test. So listen carefully. Before I get started, I do want to introduce Dr. Adrian Dunham. Dr. Dunham is let me tell you, I am Chief of Staff for International Services. That's part of APHIS, who is your sponsoring program. And Dr. Adrian Dunham is my deputy. She came to International Services in March of this year, so she hasn't been with us long, but she and I both are proud graduates of Tuskegee University. We are both graduates of the veterinary school at Tuskegee University. So with that introduction, I'm going to let her say a few words to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Adrienne Dunham, like Dr. White stated, and I am a graduate of Tuskegee, and my background is Booker T. Washington's house. He was the first president of Tuskegee University, so that's what my background is. And like she said, I'm new to international services. This is my first time doing AgDiscovery, so I'm kind of excited to be doing this, and I wish you all well. I hope you've had a good experience, and we'll go ahead and get started.
Okay, so before we get started, I really want to get to know some of you. It's going to be hard for me to see hands or the chat, but who has lived or traveled overseas? Just unmute yourselves and let me know who has either traveled and or lived overseas. Okay.
Yes.
Inform us. Go ahead. You're on.
This is Awika Henry from Kenya.
From Kenya?
Yes. I've traveled broadly around the world, many countries in Asia, Africa, Europe.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't get the end of what you said. You've traveled broadly?
Yes, in many countries of Asia, Africa, and Europe. And
Fantastic.
finally here in the United States of America.
Okay.
Right.
All right, anyone else? Lived or traveled overseas?
Yeah, I'm from Haiti. I live in Cuba for 6 years. I live in Bolivia for 2 years, and I travel to Europe, to many of the countries in Europe. And I live also in the mainland for like 7 years and a half.
Okay, that's fantastic. Anybody else before I move on?
Live or
Travel.
or live there?
Travel.
Either one or both.
Okay, so I've been to a lot of places. I've been to Algeria, that's in Northern Africa. I've been to Egypt. I've been to Germany, Canada, mainland US, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, like all the islands really. I've been to Mexico once, and yeah, I lived in Algeria for a couple months over the summer over there. That's about it though.
Wow, are you a child of military parents?
No,
You're just lucky enough to travel those places.
I have family everywhere. That's my luck.
Fantastic. Well, that's excellent. I didn't travel overseas until I was almost 30, which was not that long ago, but that's what I like to tell myself. But that's a great way to start your careers. If you haven't traveled abroad, it's a great opportunity. And so I want to talk to you about your future and options that you have for career paths and give you some tidbits on how you can prepare yourself, especially for a career, hopefully in agriculture and or the Foreign Service. I guess some of you are thinking of college soon. I don't know what the grade levels we have today. What is our youngest grade in this group? I mean, our youngest age, I'm sorry. Anybody? Do we have a 12-year-old? 13.
Me?
Are you 13? Are you 13?
Yes.
All right. So, and what's our oldest person? 17, 18? Oh, okay. We have a 15-year-old. All right. Very good. All right. Well, can we go to the next slide, please? This next slide actually has nothing to do with what I'm going to be speaking about today, but I heard the quote recently and I wanted to share it with you. So one thing that's certain in all of your lives, as in all of our lives, is that you're going to face challenges and have many decisions that are inevitable. Your generation is exposed to a lot of things that my generation was not exposed to in your young lives. So you've probably experienced challenges already, and you've had to make decisions already. Well, you're ahead of the game, and hopefully AgDiscovery is going to expose you to some new ideas and some life experiences, and especially in the world of agriculture. Next slide. Okay, while we're getting the next slide, let me ask another question. What do you all love to do? What's your passion besides cell phones? Dr. Dunham just smiled at me.
I play volleyball and dance.
You play what?
Volleyball.
Oh, volleyball, okay. All right, I see someone likes reading books. What else?
Painting.
Oh, painting, okay. What else? Who else? Anyone in the chat if you don't want to say anything? This looks like it's a shy group.
Riding a bike.
Okay, bike riding. That's become expensive too, I hear. Bikes are not like they used to be. Got all different kinds of bikes. What else? Anybody else? Okay, since there's no one else, sometimes people like to think about their passion and make a career out of that passion. At a very early age, I decided, in fact, I was 7 when I decided I wanted to be a veterinarian. And I told my parents I wanted to be a veterinarian, and they actually believed me, and they prepared for that. So before I got into college, I had the opportunity to work with animals, and I like to dog sit. And so being around animals and playing around animals, we always had an animal in our house since I was the age of 2. So when I got to Tuskegee, I decided to major in biology. I was given the advice to major in biology as opposed to animal science, just in case animal science didn't work out. I would have a little more leeway on if I had a career change. So I decided to go the biology route. I believe, Dr. Dunham, you were an animal science major. I'm not sure. But anyway, you can let us know about that later. I went on to veterinary school, and when I got to my 3rd year, I decided I was in small animal medicine, and then I did a stint in large animal medicine, and I decided at that point that city girl me, because I was born and raised in Washington, D.C., I like large animal better. However, the conundrum was I wanted to move back to the city. I wanted to move back to DC. So we had someone from the Department of Agriculture come in to speak to my class. And that's when I found out about the opportunities in the Department of Agriculture. So when, as a student, as a veterinary student during the summers, I applied for positions in the government. And I was able to work in APHIS several summers, and I decided that's what I want to do when I graduate. I don't want to do private practice anymore. I knew that I could still be around animals, plus have some decent benefits in the government. So by the time I graduated from veterinary school, APHIS was not hiring. So my decision was to go on and apply to Department of Agriculture, but in another agency, and that agency was Food Safety and Inspection Service, or FSIS. I was with FSIS from 1994 until 2005, which actually I was still with FSIS, but I changed programs. The first program I was in was food safety and field operations. I was a supervisory veterinary medical officer, where I would go to red meat plants, poultry plants, and supervise from one inspector in a plant to tens of, I guess, maybe the biggest plant I was in had about 50 inspectors. And so I did that. I did relief work in the state of Alabama. I wanted to move back home, so I moved back home in April of 2000. In 2005 was when I switched to headquarters. And from there, I stayed in headquarters from 2005 until 2010, which is when I finally was able to get a position in APHIS as chief of staff. And so that I won't take too much time talking about my career, I will have some contact information. So if anyone is interested in finding out about careers in APHIS, please reach out to me and reach out to Dr. Dunham, and we would be happy to talk to you about career paths that you can possibly take. Okay, so I've told you a little bit about myself. Let's go to slide 3. And I'll tell you a little bit about international services. International services is a very small program unit within APHIS, but we do some very big things. Some of the things we do is we ensure safe trade of agricultural products. We creating export opportunities for U.S. procedures. We also protect the health of the U.S. agriculture resources through surveillance processes, preparedness, response, and control programs. We actually have a program within international services called Action Programs, which is located in Panama, Guatemala, and Mexico. And one of our eradication programs is a screwworm eradication program. We have a screwworm program and a medfly and mexfly program. So the pest, the screwworm has really successfully been eradicated from the US for well over 40 years. We had an incident about, I guess it was about 5 years now, that hit the Florida Keys, but we have since pretty much kept it under control. Next slide, please. So international services we cover 5 regions, and when internationally, and when I say 5 regions, we have what are called regional managers that are located in the places that you see on the map. We have an Europe, Africa, and Middle East region. We have a North American region. We have a Latin American region. Our Asia Pacific region is split up in North Asia and South Asia. And then, of course, we have our action programs. That regional manager that's in that particular region covers several countries. So the person that's in our EAMS region, or our East Europe, Africa, and Middle East region, cover places like Belgium, Egypt, we were in Senegal, many places, Belgium. And then in our North America region, we have Mexico. In our Latin American region, we're in Brazil, Colombia, the Dominican Republic. In Asia, we're in Tokyo, we're in Thailand, we're in the Philippines. And I already listed where we were in action programs, Guatemala, Panama, and Mexico. Next slide, please. So now we're going to talk about, I have a pop-up. Now we're going to talk about preparing for your career. And so preparation. Tell me some of the things that you do to prepare for anything. Say, for instance, you're preparing for school. What are some of the things that you do?
What I do to prepare myself for, I guess, anything in general, right?
Career.
Huh? Oh, for my career. I research about the career I want to go in, and I see what my current situation is to what I just researched. That's it.
Sorry, we lost you a little bit. Repeat that.
I prepare myself by researching what I want to do, and I look at my current situation to see how I am now to what I need and what I want to become.
Okay, excellent. So does that mean maybe reaching out to people that you know in that field?
Yes, it comes to that, yes.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? One of the keys to success is to understand the process of getting ready for a satisfying career. So let's move on. Let's go to slide 6 and talk about preparation. So with the availability of modern technology now, which you all are lucky to have, we didn't have that. And of course, you all have social media, and there are lots of tools available to you. The first key is to use those tools wisely. Notice I said wisely, and you want to investigate opportunities. So you want to prepare. If you're thinking about coming to APHIS, and you're thinking about coming to international services and possibly a career in the Foreign Service, you could take some foreign language classes. You could look up countries that you'd like to live in and look at their foreign policy. Our deputy administrator, Ms. Cheryl Blakely, she is always stressing diplomacy. And look up some biological courses or even technological courses. We have all kinds of careers in the Foreign Service and in international services. So 2 specific things that you could do to prepare for a career in international work or in agriculture. If there are 2 things to remember: learn a foreign language and see if you can look up that country's foreign policy and their trade issues. So those are 2 of the biggest things that you might want to think about. And you might want to remember because you might see that someplace. Hint, hint. Okay, next slide, please. So there are plenty of opportunities in APHIS, and APHIS hires a variety of professionals, like I just said, with backgrounds in animal and plant sciences and finances and human resources and information technology, in business, and a host of other disciplines for international career positions. So while most of you are probably not focusing on career opportunities right now, you could be thinking about going to college or to a university and getting maybe a part-time job or an internship. And you may not know how to proceed. So the key is to create opportunities. What I just, the young man just talked about previously. So you'll find people who are willing to help you. Dr. Dunham and I are willing to help you. So all you have to do is reach out. You have to make the effort and you have to network. Start working on your network right now. Critical. Okay, slide 8. So let's talk about the application. Another show of hands. How many people have filled out an application? You don't have to show me hands, just say, I have. You can unmute yourself. No one's filled out an application?
We have, of course.
Okay, all right. So by now, someone has filled out an application, whether it's for a job or whether it's for school or whether it's for a driver's license maybe. And I don't think you all are old enough for credit card applications yet. So be careful of that too. But anyway, filling out an application can be a chore, and unfortunately, it's a part of life. So we're going to talk about ways to make that easier. So you really should begin by creating your first resume. Has anyone started on their resume yet? I think I see a hand, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things. Yes.
We have had resume workshops in 4-H before.
Yes, yes.
I can't really get a job.
Okay. Very good.
I apologize. It's a mixed bag. Some of us have resumes, some of us don't have resumes. By the way, the one talking is the one putting his hand up right now on the bottom right of your screen.
Yes, I see a hand up there. I do see a hand waving. So since my 4-H crew has filled out resumes, what are some of the things that you would find on a resume?
I've never filled out a resume, so I don't know.
Okay.
Schools you have attended?
It's not on YouTube.
Wait a minute, one at a time, one at a time.
On your resume, you'd have like your education, you'd have your past experience, your current experiences, things you're doing. You'd have, for example, you'd have what? Oh, your skills. Sorry. Yeah, stop laughing. You'd have your skills. You would have like references. Basically, you want to make yourself a match to whatever you're applying. So whatever your job you're looking for wants would be on your resume.
Exactly. Excellent. That's very good. You are correct. One of the things too that's put on resumes now that they weren't putting on resumes because we didn't have them are email addresses. That is something that people put on. They put on their personal email addresses. And in doing that, this might be a simple thought, but please think about what your email address will be when you're putting it on a resume. If you have a resume, if you have a email address that's hottotrot94@gmail.com, not a good thing to put on a resume. If you have, I don't know, privatedancer@gmail.com, not a good thing to put on a resume. So you've got to think about what you are putting on a resume because you are advertising yourself. Okay? So when a resume can also help you organize your thoughts when you're filling out an application. It shows what you've done and the skills that you have, like the 4-H group says, and it's never too soon to start working on your resumes. And that's another thing that we can absolutely help you with if you want to contact Dr. Dunham or myself, and we can help you with that. We would be happy to help you with that. We are looking for bright, young folks who are ready and willing to have a career in agriculture and especially the Foreign Service. So one other thing that was stressed to me when I was younger is you want to include your summer jobs, your internships, your extracurricular activities, and also don't forget volunteer work that you've done. Volunteer work is very important to put on your resume. Yes, people like to put the paid jobs on there, how much they made, but resumes are just as important. It means you are, willing to go that extra mile, especially in a career field or toward a career field, even if you don't get paid. Okay. Let's see. We've got to move right along. So remember to give an accurate and honest assessment of your skills and ability. You shouldn't be afraid to talk about yourself, but don't embellish. Don't put anything on there that's not true. Okay, so this is the time to promote yourself. Okay, next slide. We're going to get into the interview. So some of you may be preparing for interviews soon. So the key is to learn about an organization, who's in charge of this organization, what the organization does, where it's located, what groups it might serve. So the more that you know about the organization, the better the interview will be, because there have been times that I have been on interview panels, and one of the questions is, what do you know about our agency? So keep that in mind. One tip for the interview process when you are being interviewed is to pause before you answer. If someone asks you a question, take a breath, take a minute, well, not a whole minute, but take some time to get your thoughts together to answer your question. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't just start talking off the top of your head, okay? Another tip is to formulate 2 or 3 questions that you might ask when given the opportunity at the end of the interview. And that just really, some people are not comfortable doing that, but it actually shows that you have done some research and that you're proactive. So think about that. One of the most important things about an interview is being on time. If your interview is at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, don't start flying in at 2 minutes to 1. Get there early enough for you to sit, get your thoughts together, and prepare yourself, okay? There's nothing wrong with being there early and sitting. We'd rather you do that than to be late. So right now, if Dr. Dunham is ready, what we want to do is kind of show you what some of the things you shouldn't do in an interview. So, Dara, can we take the presentation away? Okay. And so we're gonna do what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you some of the things that you should not do in an interview. Afterwards, we'll talk about it, and then what I want to do is to send you all in breakout rooms and have you do, I think we're going to do 2 of you in a breakout room. You should have gotten some interview questions ahead of time. And we will have you run through an interview process for about 7 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes. You're going to come back and we're going to do some mock interviews. And then we'll talk about things to do and things not to do. Okay?
Gonna take the test.
I'm sorry?
When are we gonna take the test?
You're going to take the test after we go through the interview process. Then we have a game that's going to help you with the test.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Okay? So that's why I was saying, you know, you may hear some of your test questions in the interview, I mean, in the game, in the Jeopardy game. Okay? But that's going to come next. All right, so we're going to start. So this interview was supposed to start 10 minutes ago. I'm not sure where Ms. Dunham is.
I have a quick question.
Is this where I'm supposed to be?
Oh, Ms. Dunham.
Oh, you're interviewing? Okay, I'm ready.
I have a quick question. How would this work for the 4-H group?
I'm sorry?
I have a quick question. How would this work for the 4-H group?
We'll explain that. Go ahead. Let them do what they're doing right now.
Ms. Dunham, I'm glad you could join me today. One of the first things I'd like to ask you is, what made you interested in this position? Ms. Dunham?
Well, I heard that you all had offices in Tokyo, and my boyfriend lives in Tokyo, so I figured it would be a good fit for me because I'm trying to get closer to my boyfriend.
Okay, so are there any other reasons why you wanted to?
No, I like Asian food, so I figured, you know, I would fit in to the culture.
Okay, thank you. What is your career field? What have you done in the past to prepare you for this career field?
Well, I'm not entirely sure what you all do, but, you know, I've done some secretarial work. I've also participated in, you know, different activities that will allow me to speak to people in different languages if I have to. I don't necessarily know any different languages, but I'm a quick learner. You know, if you put me in a class or something, I can pick it up pretty quickly.
Okay, so what exactly are you planning to, how are you planning to help us? What are your strong suits?
Well, I think I'm just, you know, I'm a very nice person and I learn quickly, and I don't know how I could not help you. I mean, hold on for a minute. Hey girl, look, I'm in this video. I'm gonna have to call you back. I'm trying to get this job so I can go over there with, you know, Tyrone. He trying to get me to come to Tokyo with him. So I'm gonna call you back when I get there with this interview, all right? All right then, bye. Sorry about that.
So, Ms. Dunham, I'm thinking that maybe this isn't a good fit for you.
Okay. So when this job closes, will it open back up? Because maybe I need to reapply and you can give me some pointers on some things that I need to do differently, because I feel like I was really prepared for this interview. Like I studied and everything.
Okay, well, we have several applicants and we're going to be continuing our interview process and we will be in touch with you soon. Did you have any other questions before you leave?
I do. What do you do? Because I want your job. So can you tell me what you do?
Well, I am the Chief of Staff for International Services. And if that's what you are, if that is your career goal, then I would suggest that maybe you do a little more preparation and maybe time management.
So how long do I
research.
have? Are you retiring anytime soon or leaving maybe?
Well, I really appreciate your coming today, Ms. Dunham. But we're going to end the interview and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Okay, so you'll call me and let me know when the position comes back open, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate you taking the opportunity to interview me today.
It was nice meeting you. Okay, people, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the first thing that Dr. Dunham did wrong. Anybody? My 4-H crowd.
Her reason for
I'm sorry, say that again?
give me a second, I have to get up and move closer. I'm a soft-spoken person. Her reasoning for applying for the job, it was a personal reason, and I don't think that was very professional.
It was not. It was not. Correct. Now, what else did she do? What was the very first thing she did wrong? I'm sorry?
All right, I have something to say. The Miss Dunham, she was very cocky. She didn't take the job like with respect, I feel.
I'm sorry, say that again. It's hard to hear you guys. Say that again.
She was very cocky and she thought she was very like in a high place. She also didn't take the job very seriously. Didn't take the role very seriously.
Yeah, she did not take that interview very seriously. But even before that, what did she do wrong? The very first thing.
She picked up the phone.
She was late.
She was late, absolutely. Remember, she was 10 minutes late.
And
okay.
I didn't know where I was going. Remember, I said, is this where I'm supposed to be?
Correct. Which is why we need to get to our interview location ahead of time, get yourself together, get your thoughts together, and don't come in like a hot mess like Ms. Dunham did. What else did she do wrong?
She picked up the phone.
Yes. Please either don't bring your phone in or silence your phone. Not on vibrate, not on pulse or whatever strange things that phones do. Silence your phone. Okay, anything else? Anything else that she did wrong?
She was quite rude.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. She cut off the interviewer and she actually probably did more talking than the interviewer. Actually, she had more questions than the interviewer. What else? Anybody else? Okay, well, it's 3 o'clock. Anybody else?
Yes, yes.
She was very rude to you, to Miss White.
Yes.
She asked about your own work and how she could gauge and like when you retire and stuff.
Yes. Yes. She wanted my job and told me that she wanted my job. Inappropriate.
I think one
Okay,
of the biggest things was the lack of preparation. Dr. White asked me several questions about the position, and I had no idea what I was interviewing for. I just wanted a job in Tokyo.
to be near her boyfriend. And she liked Asian food.
I do like Asian food.
Okay, so you all have your interview questions. We are going to, and Miss Dara is going to explain to us how this is going to work. We're going to have you in groups of 2 for you to give each other questions. One can be the interviewer and one can be the interviewee, and then you can switch. Then we want to come back and let you all do an interview with each other for us to critique. So, Miss Dara, what do we need to do?
She's coming.
Okay. Now, do we need to take a break before we do this?
I think we can just keep right on rolling here, Dr. White. I think.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
So everybody, what's going to happen is that the students will be broken up in groups of 2. And the interview papers, and then for those online, you have it in your email. The interview do's and don'ts, as well as the interview questions. You'll have 7 minutes among yourselves to be able to speak about those, do a little interview practice between the 2 of you, and then you'll come back in. Okay, so 7 minutes. After the 7 minutes, you'll get like a 30-second countdown before you get put back inside.
Okay.
Okay, so you're kind of already in groups. You 2 can work together. And then online, they're already separated into groups of 2. While that's happening in the main room, we're just going to be chatting it up about different things. So automatically, you all will be brought back in.
Okay.
Any questions?
I think we're good on this end.
Any
Gonna
questions?
send them to their breakout rooms.
Okay, Majestic, you can send them to their breakout.
Now the 4-H group had a question about how they were going to.
Right, we just explained that, so they're good now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay, I'll come back and explain to you, but they can go ahead and join. Go ahead and just click join.
Okay, great. So if I wanted to observe, I could just click on join.
Right.
Okay.
Great demonstration of what not to do.
Yes, it scares me that Dr. Dunham did that so well.
Well, I've been thinking about it all morning.
You packed in just about everything you could into that short period of time.
Right, right.
Excellent.
You did that way too well.
So the kids started direct messaging me like, "What's going on?" Like,
the 4-H group is very engaged. That's for sure.
They are.
It's just hard to hear them until they come forward.
Yeah. We were talking as we're chatting here a little bit, is in other words, some of the challenges that having that hybrid and, hybrid kind of thing, as opposed to having a strictly virtual or strictly face-to-face kind of thing. And right at this point in time, it's no offense to any of our participants or anything, but I don't think I would do a hybrid approach again. Either we do it totally virtual, or we have it all in person if that's feasible.
Well, trust me, USDA, we're playing it by ear as well.
Yeah.
It's a
And it's
learning
tough.
process all the time.
Yep. And you have to just, the thing of it is you have to, some of the things, if you just you've never done it before, you can't anticipate, you don't. And I think one of my biggest frustrations was really, like, for example, even today, trying to, the facilities where you're working in and having the guest speaker or the person have to come to the front. Yesterday, It was a little bit of the same thing. As in other words, you've got the guest speaker there. How do you focus on the guest speaker in the physical face-to-face environment while still being able to make sure that the virtual audience can see? So it is a work in progress for sure. And I'm sure as if it were to happen again, but I just ironically, my daughter is a professor, and she taught last semester pretty much all virtually, and she had one hybrid class, and she was on a panel discussion on use of alternate learning approaches, and she was asked if she would do virtual or a hybrid approach again, and she said absolutely not.
Wow.
But and I find that you have to spend a lot of time thinking, anticipating in both of those approaches. And so even, when you're not necessarily fully versed in one or the other, it's like, wow, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Challenges. It's going to be that way for a while.
I think so. But yeah, so we're having these conversations that, we're live and we are being recorded, I still believe, which is a good thing for the audience to hear us. I think sometimes, these are the challenges that you have to work through when you do these programs. It's a challenge when we talk about creating those really beneficial, synergistic, engaging and learning environments for young people in particular, but even for adults who are not quite as comfortable maybe in that virtual or technological or digital domain too. So it's a good experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Dakota, it was nice to see that you're back.
Yes, I'm glad to be back. I just wish I was there.
Oh, you're not the only one.
But no, I love this program and I love everybody I work with. It's a family thing for me. So
yeah.
It's good to see you.
It was always good to come back and see you guys.
Well, it'll happen again.
Yeah, it'll happen again. But what happened to all of this, Dakota?
I'm on a little of a journey, I guess you could say. So,
okay.
Yeah. Some things, that's why I took a little break. I had some things happen in life, so I'm just going to grow out the things that happen.
I hear you. I still have your picture with your hair the way it used to be because I had to show it to my nephew. In fact, that's the way guys are wearing it here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I want it back so much. I miss my curls. But his hair must be crazy long now, huh?
It's let's just leave it at crazy.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's a senior at Tuskegee now, so he can wear his hair anywhere he wants to, any way he wants to. I'm proud of him.
That's good. So what's interesting? So Dr. Dunham is a veterinarian. Cynthia Benoit is a veterinarian. You're a veterinarian. I was a wannabe veterinarian. I'm an animal scientist. So how in heaven's name did we end up in this? And you see where your life, career, decisions, experiences, and that's something that I think that we're trying to share with the kids too. Is that the the opportunity to broaden it, just give yourself some opportunities to take, participate in things that you might not necessarily think you would like. So, okay, so I got a little message here. Time is up for the 7-minute breakout room. Do we want to close all breakout rooms?
Yep.
So
we're ready.
Okay. So I am going to broadcast a message. So everybody in our breakout rooms, you've got about 30 seconds to wrap up your conversations, and we're going to bring you back to the main room and hear what you've actually discussed and experienced. So like I said, about 30 seconds, and kind of bring your conversations to a close and be ready to present when you come back in.
So Dara, should we start with the 4-H folks, or should we?
We might want to alternate, to keep. Okay. And then working with the dynamics and the audio in that room too, so that we can make sure that we're kind of just tabbing, keeping tabs on that so that we can hear appropriately. Okay, so let's bring them back. All right, everyone.
"27 seconds.
Oh, the countdown.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to get that ready for the game. Adrian, you have yours ready? Your 30-second countdown?
Yeah, I'm going to get it.
3, 2, 1. Ba-ding-a-ba-dum. We're here. All right.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Are they back?
No, they are. Oh,
I don't
there we are. Yeah, we got them. We sure do. All right.
Okay, so everyone's back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone I hope everyone got a chance to be the interviewer and the interviewee. So who will be the 2 brave souls that will go first? Don't everyone speak up at once.
Okay, I'll go first.
All right. Now, who is this we're looking at?
Azima, 14.
Okay. I don't see you yet. I'm looking for you.
So Dara, can we maybe shoot, so when we do the interview sections, that we can actually see the 2 screens of the interviewers, the people who are actually as opposed to, so we can spotlight them?
Let me
perfect.
So you don't hear any noise.
I actually tried that before with the first interview, but it kept kicking one of them off, so I'll try it again.
Oh, okay.
You mean with Dr. Dunham and me? Oh, I thought I saw her the whole time. I thought we were side by side the whole time. Okay, so Azima, you are with, who is your partner? Who was Azima's partner?
Azima, who are you in a group with?
I was in a group with 4 people, so.
Okay, so who is gonna do a mock interview with you right now?
I don't know because I was in a group with 4 people. I was with Matthew, Leandra, I think, let me see who else. Cicely and Anna, I think.
That's it. Oh. Yeah. Initially she was in a group with 2, but then somebody dropped off, so I had to put her in the group with the others.
I was with Ria.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so who is going to interview with Azima right now?
I think we
Leandra?
kind of need to pick somebody. Dakota, you want to go ahead and take a swing on it?
Was he in that group?
Go with Zima.
Mm-hmm.
We can use Matthew. She said she was in a group with Matthew. I think that would be a good one.
Okay, Matthew and Azima, start us off.
So am I interviewing her?
Either way, you all can make the decision. Are you able to be on camera?
So what are we supposed to be interviewing? Because I can't see him right now. Oh, okay.
All right. Who's the interviewer? Who's going to ask the questions?
Quick question. What are we supposed to ask?
You all got a sheet of interview questions, I believe, this morning. You were emailed some interview questions, and that's what you were practicing during the 7-minute break.
I couldn't.
I think maybe we can come back to Azima and Matthew and go ahead and let Anna and Raya go.
All right, sounds good. Anna? You ready? There you are. Raya, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. There you are. Oh, that's Anna, right?
Yeah.
Okay, where's Raya?
I'm here. Oh my God.
There you are. Okay.
Can I ask the questions?
Anna?
What?
Are you going to ask the questions?
I'm gonna ask the questions.
Okay. Okay. All right. Take it away.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm 13 years old. I play volleyball and I dance.
Okay, do you have any work experience?
Nope.
What are your career goals?
I want to be a veterinary and I want to have my own clinic.
What's one accomplishment that you are most proud of and why?
I'm proud of being here because I thought I wasn't, but I think this is an opportunity to me to experience what I could be.
What are your favorite classes and subjects?
My favorite class is English.
Okay. What's your favorite part about like English class?
My favorite class is that isn't my first language, so I can learn about it.
Okay. Do you like your middle or high school?
Yes.
If your teachers were here, what would they say about you?
I think they will say that I am a great person and I am patient and I am a person that works hard to accomplish the thing that I want.
Are you planning on going to college after you graduate?
Yes.
Okay. What were you prepared to tell me that I didn't ask?
I think I will say that I love to play volleyball and I love to have animals and I want to be in a farm. I want to have fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ladies, thank you so much. That was very good. Now, group. What are some of the things that she nailed? She did very well.
I think I liked when she said what her career goals were because she just came forward with it and not like awkwardly said it. So I think I like that.
Who else? One of the things I liked was she was very easy to understand. She wasn't looking down. You could understand what she was saying, and that was a plus for me. Anybody else? What else did she do well? Did she seem confident?
She looked confident and took her time after each question asked of her to answer.
Yes. Anybody else? She was confident, clear answers. Anywhere where you can give some advice, maybe some improvement. No, she was perfect. All right. Very good, ladies. Thank you so much. Let's move to the next group. Who's next? Who's next, Dakota? Very good.
Me. I found the sheet.
Oh, you found the sheet. Okay.
I thought someone sent it to me, but they sent it to my mom, so I had to look. I found
No
it.
problem. I had to find the sheet myself. That's why I was kind of stalling at the beginning. So, okay. Who are you? You're going to be with
Matthew.
Matthew, yes. Okay. Matthew, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I don't see Matthew. Where is he? Let's see. Oh, there you are.
Okay. Tell me about yourself.
I'm going to the 10th grade, and I live in New York, and I like to play the violin, play video games. I think my favorite thing to do is hang out with my friends.
What is your work experience?
I don't really have any yet, which is something I have to build on.
What are your favorite classes, aka subjects?
I like science classes, but that's my favorite subject, and yeah, that's about it.
What is your career goals for the future?
I was thinking about going into the medical field, but before I made any like permanent decisions, I wanted to branch out and see a lot of different things.
Do you like your middle or high school?
Yeah, I like my school.
Okay. Are you involved in any extracurricular activities?
I do jiu-jitsu and track.
If your teacher were here, what would they say about you?
I think they would say that I'm like hardworking and dedicated.
Are you planning on going to college after you graduate?
Yeah.
Which one accomplishment are you most proud of and why?
I think that that's something I have to like build on before I make any, because I haven't really like done much yet. So.
What are you prepared to tell us that we didn't ask?
I think that's basically it.
All right. Now, audience, tell us how that went. Tell us what he did well.
He was very straightforward in his answers. Yeah.
Okay, straightforward with his answers. I also like the fact that he told the truth. He said he didn't have that much experience, but he was willing to branch out and learn new things. Anyone else? What else did he do well? Oh, there you are, 4-Hers. I can see you better now. Anyone else?
He didn't say too much of like things that wasn't important. He kept it straight to the point, like straightforward answers, like you said before.
Okay, straightforward answers. Now, are there any places where you would recommend improvement? Any advice? Don't be shy.
It was a little too straightforward. He didn't like everything he said. It was just like too like it's everything he said. Everything he said was a little too true. Like like when he said that he had any work experience and everything, he was just like no. Like that just sounds like he's truthful, but he shouldn't be so truthful. He should be at least like a little white lie.
Okay, how does the group feel about that philosophy? He should tell a little white lie. Yes, you in the back, waving your hand. Either one.
I don't think you should lie during an interview. Sorry. I personally do not believe you should lie during an interview. I think what he was trying to say was he was too blunt with his answers and he just said it. You know, he didn't elaborate upon it. He just said, yeah, I have no work experience, instead of explaining, I have no work experience as in like technical work experience, but I have done this and this and this it's kind of similar. You know, he could have elaborated a little more about his answers. Instead, he just blunted and said it straightforward and moved on to the next answer. And in the end, when they asked if is there anything else you expected us to ask, he said no. And that doesn't in a interview. You shouldn't say no like that. You should be, oh yes, I'm gonna talk about this, or at least ask the interviewer a question to keep it going a little longer. I think that was a little more about what we were trying to say.
Okay, that's what your classmate, 4-H classmate was trying to say? Got it. Okay, all right. Thank you for that constructive criticism. Anyone else?
So here's a tip for you all. So when you go into an interview, especially now, because you're building on your work experience, think about the things that you've done that aren't necessarily like a job at a business or a location. Like, for example, if you babysit, and they ask you, do you have any experience handling money? Okay, so you had to set your own prices, you had to receive payment. So think about that when you're responding to those answers, because even though you haven't technically worked for a company, you were your own company and you were paid for your services. So just sometimes you have to be creative, and that I think that's what the young man was trying to say. Just be a little bit more creative in how you answer, not necessarily lie, but think about the things that you've done that would fit the question that they are asking.
Great point, Dr. Dunham. Anyone else? Dakota, do you have your hand up? Okay, let's take another two. Two more brave souls.
Can we see some of the 4-Hers by chance?
Yeah, 4-Hers. Are they getting themselves ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You can hear us, right?
Yes, and thank you for coming toward the front.
Yeah, no problem. Don't slam the door.
Okay, and whenever you're ready.
Tell me about yourself.
All right, so my name is Adrian Mercedes. I am 16 years old currently. I was born and I'm being raised on an island called St. Croix, USDA. And something personal, I am a big fan of anime.
Oh God. Are you planning to go to college after you graduate?
Yes, I do plan to go to college. I have not decided which college I would like to go to, but hopefully I do go to college.
What are your career goals?
I plan, and hopefully, I plan to go into the field of cosmology, which, and if people don't know, cosmology is a field that studies stars and the universe. Yeah, that's the goal for college.
How do you think the AgDiscovery program will assist you in meeting your future career / educational goals?
AgDiscovery will teach me about leadership skills, just learning how to speak up, especially in front of a crowd. Sometimes even talking in uncomfortable situations and still keeping a level-headed mind and being able to answer as best as I can and best of my ability. And yeah.
If your teachers were here, what would they say about you?
That I am very, I'm very upfront. And also sometimes I'm the one who makes the most noise, meaning I'm usually the class clown, but I could be very serious at times, and that I'm also very alert. I could answer the questions quickly if I need to, and I'm also a very quick learner, I would say. I think that was that they would say about me.
Okay, thank you for coming today.
Okay.
The question, does he have a question for you? Does he have a question for you?
Oh, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I would like to ask. I've done my research on you guys, but I still would like some more information about what you guys do here. So, what does the 4-H group do here? Don't laugh.
Here in the 4-H program, we learn.
Yes.
Okay, here in the 4-H program, we learn a lot about agriculture, and also we are able to teach kids where food comes from, such as farms, and learn about farmers here in the Virgin Islands and healthy living.
Okay, thank you.
If you would like more information, you could look us up on our website.
Is there anybody I could contact if I want more information about your company?
All of the information is on the website.
Okay, thank you.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Oh, our 4-Hers have some homework to do.
Find out what 4-H does? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. That should roll off their tongues like honey.
Well, it's the long day. It's the end of the day. Maybe that was the reason. Very good, everyone. That was a very good interview. Now let's critique these two, and that will probably take us into the game. So, what did they do? What did our interviewee do well?
One thing he did well was he was straightforward and calmly answered. But one thing he didn't do well is that he put himself down by saying he was one class noise and he was a class clown. And that's one thing you should not say.
And you're very passionate about that. What else? What else did he do well, or if you have any constructive comments?
I was going to say that he was confident in his answers and about the outlook of his position, but his body language spoke a lot.
Yes. I was watching him, and I was a little concerned when he came out, when he was sitting with his arms crossed. Some people find that a little, what's the word I'm looking for? They're uncomfortable, huh?
Uninviting?
Uninviting, yes. Not receptive, yes. Although his answers were well delivered and he seemed to be engaged with the interviewer, yeah, you have to watch body language. And not saying that he did this, but another thing that you need to think about is, as far as delivery is concerned, watch your uhs and your ums. People don't really realize how many times they say and like seems to be a big one. One of the things you could do, and what I recommend, is practice doing interviews. Record yourself. Play it back to see how you sound, what you did, where you can make improvements. Okay?
Use your mirrors.
Anybody else?
You hear Dr. White?
Yes.
The mirror speech.
Yes, the mirror speech. And the elevator speech.
Yep.
The elevator speech, they talk about the elevator speech a lot in the government because they tell us if you get in the elevator with someone that you want to speak with and promote yourself, think about what you'd want to say from the first floor to the 8th floor. That's all the time that you have. Succinct answers, get it out there. So just practice, practice, practice. You all have plenty of time to get this down pat. It seems like a lot of you are already on your way to a productive and successful interview. So now, any questions?
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to say one more thing about me. Sorry.
Yes.
One bad thing that I've seen that I see myself doing a lot is that I don't end my sentences well. Sometimes like I'll continue on, be like, oh, and something like that, or yeah, like sometimes like I don't end my sentences in like in a good period. Sometimes I might like continue on rambling on without actually ending the sentence.
But you know what? The best thing about that is you are aware of that. So now that you're aware of it, you can work on it. And that's pretty good when someone is aware of their flaws or where they can make improvements. So I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? Yes, excellent job. Anyone else? Okay, so time for the fun stuff. I know you thought that was fun, but this is going to be even more fun. We are going to play Jeopardy. I don't know how many of you watch Jeopardy, but we are going to play Jeopardy. It's going to be a different version of Jeopardy. Normally, you give your answer in the form of a question, but the question will be on the board and you will just give your answers. These are questions that you all should be familiar with because you have heard something about this topic during your almost 2 weeks with AgDiscovery. Remember, there is a post-test following this game. I cannot confirm or deny that these questions will be on it, but keep that in mind.
Hey, Dr.
Can't
White,
stress that enough.
Can we take just a moment so that, who is in the 4-H crew room? I see probably Miss Brown, Sharifa, any of the counselors to go round up the rest of the group because we need everybody in the room to play the game. So if there's a counselor in the room, scoot across the hall and get the rest of that team back over in the 4-H crew room.
Oh, I see they're a little scarce.
Yeah, they're kind of thin. So Dr. White, while we have a moment too, I think, what we had discussed yesterday is that we just kind of break them up. So I have a very, very loose kind of list going here. So I think we can probably do that and then just name the teams. And then once we have those teams named, we can go ahead and then just go from one person to the next. So everybody does get an opportunity to play. If that is something that you're still in agreement with.
Sounds good to me. I hope we get plenty of participation. That would be great.
We are going to work on it. Okay. So by way of just when I call your names in the 4-H crew room, just stand up just very quickly so I know who we have, because I really can't see unless maybe, I don't know whether Dara could spotlight the room there. But anyway, is Adasia there? If Adasia's there, stand up or answer. Adasia, is that you? Beautiful. Sonoya? Tiny? No Tiny?
She's not here.
Samir, obviously Samir is there. Kimaya? Kimaya? Will Marie?
I'm here.
Will Marie? Demario?
No.
Okay, Sonoya's there. Adasia, yes or no?
Yeah, there.
Okay. No Tiny, no Demario. No Tiny, no Demario. Okay. So it looks like this is what our teams are going to look like. And if I don't have somebody that's in the virtual, virtually, let us know if I didn't call somebody's name. So counselors, you're going to be standing down on this one. So it's just the young people that are going to be participating. So Melissa is going to have to take a back seat. I'm not really saying take a back seat, but certainly listen in. So team 1, Anna. So Anna is team 1. Cicely is team 1. Are they still online? Anna, Cicely, Raya. Joining them from the 4-H crew room, Samir, Kimaya, Wilmarie. So there should be 6 people on that team. So again, Anna, Cicely, Raya on the AgDiscovery virtual side, Samir, Kimaya, Wilmarie on the 4-H crew side. Okay. Azima, you're connected now, so that I think that's a good thing. So now on the other team, team 2, is Azima, Matthew, Nastasia. So Azima, Matthew, and Nastasia joining us virtually. Adrian, Adasia, Sonoya in the 4-H crew room. Okay. So once the board comes up, if we plan this correctly or thoroughly or whatever, we'll see, and we'll be very flexible. We'll just start with team 1. For example, Anna will go first. She'll say, I'm going for the Holy Grail. I want whatever it is for $1,000. She'll try her luck. If she answers the question appropriately, great, her team gets that point. And we need to have a scorekeeper. So
there's a score at the bottom.
So look at that. Okay, so we have that taken care of. And then we'll go to team 2. So it isn't as if, in other words, we'll just go back and forth so everybody has a nice an opportunity to actually participate. Okay, and of course this can be as competitive as you would like to make it. So team 1, once again, if you're ready to go, let's hear a cheer for team 1. Anna, Cicely, Raya, virtually. Samir, Kamaya, Wilmarie in the 4-H crew room. Team 2, Azima, Matthew, Nastasia in the 4-H crew room. Adrian, Adasia, and Sonoya. All right, so whenever we're ready, Dr. White, let's do this.
All right, Miss Dara, are you ready with our game? Miss Dara, did she step out?
Is there a tech team there? Oh, tech team, where are you? Let me back down the hall.
Okay. So Dr. Benoit, you've been hanging with us all day.
I've been fortunate to be on AgDiscovery this year every day but the first Tuesday.
Very good. Normally it's the opposite for you, right?
Yes, because normally we have to travel to the Virgin Islands and we can't stay there necessarily 2 weeks. So it has been a wonderful opportunity. I've learned a lot and really enjoyed myself. And so it's my little silver lining in our COVID.
Right, right. Well, hopefully we will see each other again in person next year.
Yes, yes.
I think Miss Dara forgot about our game. It looks like
Hi.
Joey's iPhone is
This
trying to
Majestic
connect.
here.
Hey, Majestic, are you going to help us with our game?
I will try, but I did not practice with you guys yesterday, so just forgive me
That's
in advance
okay.
if I make any mistakes.
Not a problem. We all make them. Do you have the game? There we go. All right, so we already have our 2 teams formed. So it already says 2 teams, so you can hit continue. Continue.
What's the code?
Oh, small letters, APHIS, APHIS 2021.
Could you put it in the chat?
There you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there we are. So our 2 teams are ready.
Wait, do we have to join through the website?
I'm sorry?
Do we have to join a website or something? Because my audio cut out for a bit.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Is there a website we have to log in through? Because my my audio cut out for a tiny bit.
No.
Okay.
No, he's asking if they need to log in. No.
No.
Yeah, it's the
So
same problem for me.
Okay, Dr. Dunham, I probably need you to translate the technology that they're telling me.
Okay.
So what is the issue?
He was asking if they needed to log into a website because you were providing a password to Majestic, but they don't need to log in, just Majestic.
No. Majestic needed the password to get into the game. So all you need to see is the board. Do you all see the board? Can I get a thumbs up? A hand?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone can see the board, correct?
I thought we had to log in. Yeah.
No, ma'am. This is easy peasy. So we have team 1 and we have team 2. So let's just say we're going to start with team 1. So who is going to be our first contestant on team 1? Hello.
Can I?
Okay, is team 1 on the 4-H crew? I mean, is the 4-H crew on team 1?
So we have Anna up first. Anna.
Okay, Anna. We need you to pick a category, and you need to pick an amount that you want to wager.
Come on, Anna, go big.
Yeah, go big or go home. Anna? Hello?
Anna.
This game is going to take all night at the rate we're going.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to revert to team 2. So we're going to go to Azima.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. Azima, pick a subject and an amount.
I can see the subject, but the third one in the middle, 300.
You're talking about, but I got the job?
Yeah.
And you want $300?
Yep.
All right. Majestic, please click on 300 for us. What does the word qualification mean?
Oh, like a accomplishment or something. It's like something like a particular job or activity someone does. Is that right?
Okay. Majestic, would you reveal the correct response? Qualification means to fit the needs of a particular position or task. That is correct.
Okay.
All right. Team 2.
Interrupt, but Maria and Sonoya need to leave.
Who needs to leave?
Sorry, go ahead.
It's fine, we'll do it, Miss Smith.
Okay, team 2, you have 300 points. Team 1, are we ready? We have the fun guy. It's a dirty job, but I got the job. UVI school days, and mix it up. Those are our categories.
So Cicely is up for team 1. So Cicely.
Guy 300.
The fun guy for 300, is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right, the fun guy for 300. What is a nematode? Time is ticking, Cicely. You have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, can someone on team 2 give us the answer?
So how about Matthew?
Oh, okay.
Nematodes are multicelled organisms that are like worms and ringworms and stuff like that, and sometimes they're parasitic.
Okay.
Okay. Majestic, would you reveal the correct response, please? All right, a multicellular microscopic roundworm.
We'll give it to him.
All right, okay.
All right, so now.
Come on, team 1.
Well, team 2 got 600 to, whoa, team 1, back to you all. Raya.
Yeah. The fun guy for 200.
All right, the fun guy for 200. And your question is, what is botany?
It's like, isn't it like the study like that deals with plants?
All right, Majestic, would you please reveal the correct response, please? A branch of biology that studies plants or the science of plant life. You are now on the board, team 1. Very good.
200. Okay, back to team 2. Adrian in the 4-H room. Adrian, what is it gonna be?
All right, I go for fun guy, 500.
Going big. The fun guy for 500, Majestic, please.
Yeah, there we go.
True or false? Fungi contain motile cells.
Oh, true, false?
It's a true false question.
If those little buggers move.
I'll go with true.
Oh.
Okay, Majestic. Reveal the correct response, please.
Oh.
All right.
And they minus 500.
It looks like we're going to lose some points on team 2.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
We're getting, this is a close game so far.
All right.
And may I just say one thing, that my deputy, Dr. Adrian Dunham, she thought of this category, the fun guy, and it tickled her so much. I just wanted to give her a little credit for coming up with that. Okay?
Yay,
she was very proud of herself. Okay.
All righty. So back to team 1. An opportunity to really pull ahead here. Will Marie, the board is yours. Will Marie.
UVI school days 100.
UVI school days for 100. Majestic. What is our question? 100, Majestic. What is the newest school at UVI?
School of Agriculture.
Majestic, please reveal the correct response for us.
The
UVI School of Agriculture. Very good. All right.
All right.
So we have 100 points going on the scoreboard.
For team 2 or team 1. Yeah.
Team 1.
So now, what do we have? 300 to 100. Okay, team 2, opportunity to redeem yourselves. Adeja,
right.
the board belongs to you.
Let's get those numbers up.
So, Adeja. Adeja, the board belongs to you.
I don't know how to do that. If you lose, you lose out.
Choose 500.
No. I don't know how to do it.
Choose mix it up.
Look, the title on top. I choose mix it up, 100.
Yeah.
All right, mix it up for 100, Majestic. What agency sponsors the AgDiscovery program?
USDA?
What agency in USDA? I'm listening. Excuse me?
She said the government.
5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
Team 1.
It goes back to team 1. What agency sponsors the AgDiscovery program?
And that would land on Anna.
She's not in right now.
Okay, let's reveal the correct response.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. It's APHIS. It's us.
Okay.
All right. Moving right along.
Okay, so now we are back to team 2. An opportunity to redeem yourself. So Azima, the board is yours. Azima?
Mix it up for 300, she says.
Uh-oh.
All right, Majestic, mix it up for 300.
Uh-oh.
And the question is, what are the 2 aquaculture systems developed by the aquaculture program? Azima and team.
Would it be appropriate, Dr. White, to allow them to help each other out?
Sure. Absolutely.
Within the time limit, but once the time ticks down, you have to review it. So the two aquaculture systems developed by the
marine and freshwater is their response. Majestic, please reveal the correct response. Aquaponics and biofloc.
Hey, uh-oh.
Well.
Uh-oh. It's really, I mean, that's really not a correct answer because biofloc and aquaponics are both using the same process with the plants and so on and so forth. So it's not a matter of fresh water or salt water. So.
And then we got an from Azima. Sorry, Azima and team. All right, who's next? Which team are we on? I know it was a nice try, Azima.
Team 1.
Team 1.
So it looks like Cicely would have the board.
Cicely, we're waiting on you.
Okay, Raya, take the board.
It's a dirty job 300.
All right, it's a dirty job 300, Majestic. What is integrated pest management? Consult with your team. And time is ticking.
Isn't it like when it's like an environmentally like sensitive, I guess you could say, like thing for pest management?
Is that your final answer? This is a wrong game, but is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, Majestic, reveal the correct response. Pest control while minimizing health and environmental impact. Sorry, Raya, but that is the correct answer. All right, moving on. The score is 300. Team
Was
1.
Was that the correct answer? Like, do I give them the point?
No.
Okay.
Okay, back to team 2. Nastasia.
Oh, that means that they lose. That means that they lose a point. They lose. What was that?
That was 300.
300.
So team 1 is down to 0 now.
Okay, it's still a close game.
So we're back to team 2. Nastasia would have the board. Nastasia.
You're on.
No, Nastasia. Adrian, you have the board.
Is it me again?
Yes, it is. Your name is Adrian, right?
Yeah. Okay, I just want everybody to know this is just a game. Mix it up 500.
Mix it up 500. Okay, he's going for 500 again. Majestic, what is our question?
This is just a game, okay, people? This is just a game.
Name two things we look for to determine that a plant is healthy as it grows.
Okay. The two things that we look for is the plant's color and the plant's height.
Height and color. Okay, Majestic, please reveal the correct response. Plant size, how it breathes, the rate at which it makes its own food, the rate at which it grows, color, pest, and disease resistance or tolerance. Very good. You got 500 points. All right, that's a big leap, team one.
No, that's
you are all, no. Team two gets 500, right.
Yeah.
All
now
right,
we're back
team
to
one.
Team one. So Samir has the board. Samir.
UVI school days for 500.
Okay. Very good, UVI school. Okay, what are the two breeds of sheep at the AES Sheep Research Facility?
Let's see.
Talk amongst yourselves, but don't talk long.
Come on, say something.
We have 5 seconds left, and 4, and 3.
And the same the Doppler sheep and the same Croy sheep.
Say that again.
The Doppler sheep and the same Croy sheep. The Crucian St. Croix sheep.
Okay, Majestic, please reveal the correct response.
Yep.
If I heard him correctly, he did say St. Croix white and the Dorper St. Croix white cross. All right, we are all back on the board, team one.
500 points. Team two. You're gonna let him.
Very good. Team two, you are up next.
Team two, Adeja.
What's it gonna be?
The board belongs to you, Adeja. Adeja. Is Adeja there, guys?
Hello?
Okay, let's go to, nobody, Adeja's not there? Somebody in the 4H room flying across. Samir. Where is Adeja?
She's here.
Okay, will somebody fill in for her quickly?
No, compliment.
Let Melissa, no, Adrian, Melissa.
Melissa, you got it. That's wrong.
Okay.
500.
No. But I got the job 100.
Okay, but I got the job for 100. The question is, what are interview appropriate clothes? Now, we didn't go over this, but you should know it.
Some interview appropriate clothes are a suit and tie. For a female, also a suit but no tie.
Or what? Or what?
Or a dress, not too short.
Okay. Majestic, please reveal the correct response. Dress shirt, slacks, dress pants, clean shoes, clean socks, tuck in your shirt. I'm going to give you that.
All right, so 100 points for team 2.
Team 2.
All right, back to team 1. Starting back at the top. Well, no, we're at Will Marie. Team 1, Will Marie. The board is yours. And you guys, let's try and pay attention and move this along.
Yeah.
Okay, Will Marie, the board is yours.
It's a dirty job 100.
What was it?
It's a dirty job 100.
All right, true or false? Garbage from ships and large institutions is sometimes sold and used as pig feed.
True.
Whoa, that was an easy one.
What was the response?
True.
Okay, Majestic, reveal the correct response. All righty. So that was team 1.
Yes.
No, this game is not just for race game.
All right, now team 2, you're on.
Sorry, put on the thing. I think it's on.
Oh, you are you?
Yeah.
Come on, folks. Team 2.
Okay. Is it on me again?
Yes.
Okay. It's a dirty job 500.
All right, it's a dirty job 500. True or false? Animal feces is commonly used as a fertilizer and can also unknowingly harbor plant and animal pests. True or false?
That is true.
Majestic, please reveal the correct response for us, please. Very good. Team 2. That was 500 points. Wow. Okay. Team 2 is inching on up there. Team 1, come on. Go for the gusto. Team 1. Are all the folks coming from the 4-H crew?
I take, but I got the job for 500.
Okay, I got the job for 500, okay? Majestic? Name 2 examples of courses you should consider in preparation for a career in international agriculture practice.
Let's see.
What's this one? Leave the trouble.
And your time is ticking.
Business, agriculture, biology, botany, the pest.
Okay, I just need 2 examples.
Pest and botany, the pest study and botany.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Business and botany.
Business and botany. Majestic, please reveal the correct response. Foreign language courses, foreign policy, government studies, international agricultural trade issues, safe trade techniques for U.S. agriculture, public policy, diplomacy, biological science courses. We can't give half of a point. You said agriculture.
You said biology and botany and businesses, I think what you finally landed on.
I thought he said business and agriculture. Well, okay, business could be public policy.
True.
I'll give it to you.
Oh,
All right.
Whoa, now we're neck and neck again. Okay.
All right. Very good. 500
Team
points
two.
for team 1.
So back to team 2, Azima as the board.
Come on, folks. We're almost there. But I got the job for 200, she says. A resume should include, name 2 things. You just have to name 2 things.
Your name?
Your name.
And your goals?
Goals.
Okay, that's 2 things. Is that good enough?
Majestic. Please reveal the name, address, phone number, education history, employment history, and references. We can't give a half of a point. I mean, we can't give half of a score.
But we could give
Goal.
the full score.
For goal. Miss Sarah. Okay.
Goals should be included. I agree.
Okay. All right. All right. We're going to give it to team 2 for 200 points.
There we go.
Right?
Okay,
It is
team
team
1.
2, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So we're back to team 1, Dr. White, and we should have Cicely. Cicely, team 1. Cicely, team 1. No, Cicely. Raya, team 1. Raya?
Are we losing you?
There we go.
The fun guy for 400.
All right, the fun guy for 400. Are fungi more closely related to plants or humans? And your time is ticking.
They're closer to animals, I think.
Majestic.
No, not animals, plants.
Please reveal. What's your final answer?
Final answer, humans, I think.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's your final answer. Huh?
Those answers on the screen. So if anything, we'll
Oh,
split
it
the score
is?
between the 2. Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Did
we
you see
can.
the screen, Raya?
I didn't see it on the screen.
Okay.
Okay.
It's your call, Judge.
I'm okay. I'm feeling generous today. We'll go on and give it to her.
Right.
Next time, final answer.
Okay, so team 2. So we got 400 for team 1. So we're moving back to team 2. Wow, 1,500 team 1, 1,400 team 2. Moving on to back to team 2. Matthew, the board is yours.
Mix it up for 400.
Mix it up for 400, Majestic. What is the difference between agriculture and agronomy?
One is like utilizing a bunch of different things. I mean, agronomy is like a bunch of different things, like managing resources, while agriculture is like specifically for like plants and crops.
I'm sorry, what did you say agronomy was?
It has a more diverse set of like resources and things it utilizes.
Okay, Majestic, please reveal the correct response. Agriculture means planting crops to harvest. Agronomy is the science of using plants to produce food. I'm sorry, I cannot give you that one. So team 2, you are down 400.
Who provided that answer on the board?
Was that Matthew? Who was that?
Yeah, Matthew. So we're back to team 1.
Okay.
So I see we're gonna put Joey on the spot. He's back on team 1. So Joey, team 1, your board is yours. Joe?
Yeah. UVI school days 200.
All right, UVI school days 200. What management practice does UVI use to control ticks on their cattle?
I actually don't know the answer, but I will take a guess. I would say that they use some type of some type of spray to put on top of the cattle so it doesn't like attract bugs or ticks.
Okay, Majestic, please reveal the correct response. Dip every 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
I'm going to give you that. All right, so that was team 1.
That's team 1.
For 200 points.
Okay, team 2. Who are we back to? We're back to Adrian, it looks like.
Of course, dude. 400. It is a dirty job, 400.
All right, it's a dirty job for 400. What is community supported agriculture? And your time is ticking.
That's a good question. That's when a community helps grow like a farm to support give the local communities, like local children and families and stuff. I'll say that.
Okay, Majestic, please reveal the correct response. Owning a share in the farm for a time or a farm share program. Okay, all right. Team 1, you got that one. All right, 1,700 to 1,400. It's a close game, people. No, wait a minute. Was that team 1 or team 2?
That was team 2 that answered that question.
Oh, oops. Can you take 7, what was it? Yeah. Okay, so it was team 2. Sorry about that, team 2.
We're back to team 1.
Team 1, we have 6 more categories. Huh?
Yeah, team 1, Will Marie.
Excuse me, before we start, they messed up the scores because team 1 is supposed to be a
1,700.
And team 2 is supposed to be a
1,400.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah.
Team 1 is supposed to be at 1,700 and team 2 is supposed to be at 1,400.
Yeah.
Who just answered that? Who just answered that? Who just answered that last question?
Team 2.
Yeah, team 2.
Okay, then that was for 300 points, right?
Yeah, but we were at 1,000 and then I got the answer right and then
400 points.
Yeah.
Okay, now the points are good.
Yeah, now we Gucci. I mean, now we're good.
Okay. So now
All
we are
right.
back to team 1, right, Dr. White?
Yes, ma'am.
Will Marie.
The fun guy 100.
The Fun Guy 100. What are the 4 main types of plant pathogens?
Question, can we help our team?
Yeah.
Yes, you can help your team. You should be helping your team.
Okay, it is.
And your time is ticking.
Virus, bacteria, fungi, and
What was the last one?
The microscopic multicellular roundworm.
And 5,
and
4.
The microscopic multicellular worm, I forgot, we should tell the names of.
One more time.
Fungi, bacteria, virus, and
the multicellular microscopic roundworm. Was I forgot the name?
Okay, Majestic, please reveal the correct response. Fungi, bacteria, viruses, and nematodes. All right.
That was a correct answer.
Very good.
Okay, so back
Now.
to team 2. Team 2. Let's see. We're back to Azima. Is Azima?
5 more categories.
Okay, now my microphone works.
There you go.
It's a dirty job, 200.
Okay. When entering the United States at a port of arrival, who inspects passengers and baggage? Agriculture officers or agriculture dogs?
Agriculture dogs, I believe, because they sniff out all
Majestic,
the
please
food.
reveal the correct response.
Yes.
Agriculture dogs. 200 points for team 2.
Oh, Zima. Okay, team 1. We are back up to, is Anna?
4 more categories.
If not Anna, Cicely. Cicely.
Says Cicely. Mix it up for 200, Majestic. What is the breed of cattle that was developed on St. Croix? Your time is ticking. Centipole cattle with a question mark. Majestic, please reveal the correct response. And it is Centipole. Very good. Team 1 has 200 more points.
Whoa,
we are 2,000 to 1,600. Come on, team 2.
Come on, team 2. Team 2. Okay, Matthew. Team 2.
Okay. Virtual. Oh. We had a little comment from your counselor. All right, come on, 3 categories.
But I got the job for 400.
All right, last in the category. What opportunities can you take advantage of that will prepare you for a career in it's covered.
In agriculture.
In agriculture, thank you.
Getting experience by going to like camps like these and getting like information.
Good answer.
Okay, Majestic, please reveal the correct response. Work towards a technical degree in plant and animal discipline, bachelor's or higher. Volunteer, intern, investigate, become a self-motivator. And I'm giving you that because AgDiscovery is a part of all of that. All right, so that's 400 points for team
and
2.
Guess what? We're tied.
Uh-oh.
We have what? Two more
questions left. We are at a tie game. It is now up to team 1.
Whoa, Samir.
Choose wisely.
No pressure.
I think
no pressure.
UVI school days for -500. I'm joking. UVI school days for 400.
All right, UVI school days for 400. What school is the leader in aquaponics? Really?
Is it UVI?
Reveal the correct response, Majestic.
My heart is pumping.
All right, University of Virgin Islands. All right. Now, team one, you've got the last question.
No, team two.
I thought it was team one. Wasn't that team two?
No, that was team one. Team one just answered that. Yeah, so it's team two's turn now.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So now it's team two. Last question. I don't know why that box is Majestic. Last question. Okay. What does 4-H stand for? Team one.
Two. No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
Team two.
Okay, wow, yeah. Forage, my head, my heart, my hands, well, that was three, right?
Yeah.
Head, hands, heart, and health.
Majestic, please, for the final. All right, head, heart, hands, and health. Very good. That's 300 points added for a score of.
Wow.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, Dara.
I just added it. It's 2,300.
Oh, it was added. Okay, very good. Okay, now it's time for the final Jeopardy question. The score is now team one, 2,400 to team two, 2,300.
Whoa.
You will have 2.5 minutes to come up with the correct response. However, first you need to make your wagers. How many points are you going to wager? For each team, I need a number.
No.
Hello? I need a number. Quickly.
You have 5 seconds, or you'll wager all of it. So 5, 4, 3.
Okay, Summer, you said first.
You say first.
Okay, just want to know, this is just a game?
I'm sorry, what? How many points how many points is your team going to wager?
And this is team two.
Yeah, team two.
Yeah, this is team two.
Okay, team two has 2,300 points. How much are you gonna wager?
Oh, everything.
Ooh.
Really? Okay.
Team one.
All right, team one, how much? You are at 2,400 points. How much are you going to wager?
Right, because he took that chance, I'm gonna take up his wager, all or nothing.
Okay, I think you said you're going for the whole 2,400?
Yes.
All right, I like the way you all play. Okay, so Miss Dara.
So what were those amounts for team one and team two?
Everybody's going for the whole thing. Team one is going for 2,400. Team two is going for 2,300. Dr. Dunham, are you still there?
Okay, so those are accurate. So this is team 1. And this is team 2.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Dunham, are you still there? Hello?
That long ago.
Huh?
It just said that she left not that long ago.
Oh, okay. All right. So I still see her there.
Sorry,
Dr. Dunham?
yeah, my
She is.
power went out. I had a power flash. It's storming over here.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I'm
So
back.
we're almost finished. Dr. Dunham is going to be with team what? 2? Miss Dara, and I'm going to be with team 1.
Okay. And Sarah, if you could just let me know who is in team 1, I will make the breakout rooms now, and then you can give them the other instructions on. You can just type it in the chat while Dr. White is speaking, Sarah.
Okay, so you want team 1 in the chat?
Yes.
So I am going to be with team 1 while you all are getting your answer together. Dr. Dunham is going to be with team 2 while they get their answer together. You will have 2.5 minutes. When you get to the last half, 30 seconds, we will give you the Jeopardy music. Everybody understand? It's all or nothing for both sides.
Okay, Dara, I put the teams in the chat.
Okay, so those who are in the 4-H room that we're not going to be able to put them in a separate place. So I can assign those who are in Zoom. Raya.
Well, can they log on whatever device they have, or?
Which do they have? I guess the 4-H room, let me see, 4-H crew.
So maybe Samira and Will Marie could go over in the lab and log on a device in the lab. And then Adrian and Joe could log on in the room or vice versa. So in other words, you understand what I'm saying? In other words, they could go on in the, does that make sense?
Understood. I can put everyone we just need one. I can put everyone who's in the 4-H room in the 4-H crew, with the 4-H crew that's logged in on Zoom, and then everyone who's not in the group. There we go. So Samir has another one, can be with Samir, and then I'll put everybody else in there. Okay, so Samir and the others will be for team 1.
Yeah, so Samir and Will Marie, Anna, Cicely, Raya. That's team 1.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
We're finishing right now. This is the final Jeopardy.
Okay, and then for room
So final
2,
Jeopardy question.
for room 2, that'll be everybody else. So Matthew, Azima, and everybody else.
Test now?
And I'm in with team 1, I think I said, and Dr. Dunham with team 2.
All right, so I got you in team 1 and Dr. Dunham in team 2, and the rest of us will hang out where we're at. So I can open the rooms now. The instructions again for them, they're going to be in there for how long?
You're going to be in for 2.5 minutes. You have 2 minutes to really deliberate, and then you get a 30-second countdown.
Yep. Okay, so they got it. Is everybody comfortably in that space where you need to be? Can I open the rooms?
I say open the rooms.
All right, let's go. Open in the rooms.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. So the rooms are opened and they should all be headed to them. All right, so this has been interesting. I mean, if you only just look at this game and participate in the Jeopardy game, you learn so much. But I know that the Jeopardy game is a combination of different things that were taught to them from various days within the AgDiscovery program over the past 2 weeks. So it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I don't know, Dakota, what you thinking? What you feeling about how it's going so far?
I'll say the virtual participants surprised me the most.
We didn't give them the question.
Oh.
Slide wasn't put up.
Oh. Psych.
Can you bring the other group back?
Yeah, let's bring them all back.
Okay. Do you have
that
a
was
slide?
just a test run, everyone. Yeah, I do.
That was
just a test run. Test run, you know.
Everybody did that. Well, I was kind of nervous about that, though. I wasn't sure what to do.
Question.
Okay, that's why everyone, that's why we're back. Okay. That was a test run to make sure everyone was in the correct room.
Just checking you out.
Okay. So we were just testing everybody.
Yeah, that's
so
all
now that everyone was in their correct room, Miss Dara will now give us our question. And it's 2.5 minutes. Is that what you gave us?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2.5. 2.5.
Okay, it looked like 2.
Oh, it was 2 because at one point you said 2 and I forgot that it's supposed to be 2.5. You're right.
2.5, please.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
All right. Here we go. Here's the question. This is the real thing this time, you all.
This is the real thing. This is not a drill.
That's funny. Oh, I see what's happening. I can only set it to 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So I'll set it to 2 and then I'll set the countdown to 60 seconds. So you all can start your magic at half of that. Okay, so here's the question.
So you're doing it for 3 minutes?
I'm doing it for 2 minutes, but then once the 2 minutes runs out, it will then give them 60 seconds.
Got you. Okay. All right. The final question is: What are the 6 fields of study undertaken at UVI?
And really, that question should be very clarified. It should be the 6 fields of study in agriculture undertaken at UVI.
Yep. 6 fields of agricultural study.
6 fields of study undertaken at UVI. We will now go to our rooms.
All right, here we go. Opening all rooms. All rooms are now open. So you all have, there they go. And they're going into room 1, they're going into room 2, and they can deliberate amongst themselves.
As you answer this question, everyone, is the 6 fields of study in agriculture specifically.
I think they're in the rooms. Samir is not.
Not any type of field, it's agriculture field.
Right. Samir needs to go into room 1. Okay, so okay, Samara is now in room 1. All righty, so what are we seeing? Let me stop sharing.
It's the 6 fields of agriculture.
I don't even know the name of.
So iPhone, who's iPhone? 1 second. Those who are speaking, who is on the iPhone? Because you need to be assigned to a room.
It's Adrian.
Okay, and you're in group 1 or 2?
I'm in 2.
Okay.
I'm in 2.
So now I need to send you to group 2. And then the 4-H crew was also group 1 or 2?
The 4-H crew was just people here. So it's no one, you could say.
Right, but that group was going to go into one or the other groups. So was it 1 or 2?
Just put it all.
Well, Samir is already in 1. So I think Samir was the one. So I think everybody is there that needs, unless there's somebody else. The only other person in that group would have been Will Marie.
Yeah, they use separate devices for the game, so 4-H crew just can be stagnant.
Okay, okay. So they added another device, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, time is up for the 2 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and do the 1 minute now.
Oh my gosh.
There they go. So now I mean, there's only 2 minutes. So now they have 60 seconds to finalize their answer and decide who their spokesperson is. So I'm gonna go ahead and send them. Well, they should be doing that right now, figuring out who their spokesperson is.
Did Azima get bumped off? It looks like.
It looks like it. Well, hopefully that made sense. Breakout rooms are closing in 15 seconds. I want to actually go take a peek in one of them and see what's going on, but I won't. Let's wait and see what they come up with. And they should be right back in now. Here we go. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, like Cotter. All right,
Okay.
so if everyone could mute for a minute and just let Dr. White speak, I will put back up the whiteboard with their wagers.
Well, team one wagered 2,400. They went for all of it.
Yep.
However, we only came up with 5 answers. Aquaponics. Oh, wait a minute. Am I supposed to give the answer?
You can now, because both teams should have already said their answer. If they have not, pause a minute. But within that group, both teams should have already come up with whatever their answer is, as well as their spokesperson who's going to say what the answer is. So who is, or are you and Dr. Dunham going to say it? Because that can work too.
No, I think they should say it.
Okay. So Dr. Dunham, did you hear their answer in their breakout group? Because that would have needed to happen before we can let the answer be said by the first team.
I heard it.
Okay, good. So then team one, who is your spokesperson?
Come on, y'all.
Let's see some faces here. I'm going to put it on gallery mode. So
I locked it on mistake.
who's your spokesperson, team one?
Everything's out and everything, but somebody left his bag in there.
We're hearing someone speaking, but who is your spokesperson for team one?
Team one, we need a spokesperson. Come on.
Who's going to give the answer?
I can only remember 4 of the 5 that were said.
1 second. 1 second. We're having trouble understanding you. So could you slow down your speaking and then stay right there? Keep still. So do you have a spokesperson who's going to give the answer?
Team one.
I can only remember 4 of the 5 things that were said, but I can say them.
Okay, so you're going to be the spokesperson. That's what you're saying?
Yes, so
Okay, go ahead.
we have aquaponics or aquaculture, horticulture, general agriculture, and agroeconomics, I think that was it. And animal science. That's what I remember.
Okay, so we're going to let the other teams say their answer before sharing.
Wait a minute, they had one more. They had one more.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, he said he didn't remember it.
The last one was forestry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I understand. That's what they said. They just didn't remember it now. Okay.
Right.
Okay,
So
good.
they did include agroforestry?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now we need the spokesperson for team two, and then we will show the answer and show the wagers. Team two, who's your spokesperson?
Come on, team two.
Come on.
We're almost finished. Bring it on home.
He only came up with aquaponics, business, and horticulture.
Aquaponics, business, and horticulture.
Your final answer?
Do you want them to make up 2 more? What do you want to do, Dr. White?
Come on, give us some more.
Give us 2 more, Matthew.
That's all we came up with.
I know, but give us 2 more. Let's go. It's your opportunity. Give us 2 more.
Agronomics and I don't know, hydroponics.
Agronomy and hydroponics.
Yeah.
Okay, you got those down, Dr. White?
No, okay, agronomy, what was the other one?
Hydroponics.
Hydroponics.
Horticulture is what they came up with. Agronomy, hydroponics, or aquaculture. Yeah, hydroponics and horticulture.
And business.
Matthew, could you repeat the first 3 that you said?
Aquaponics, horticulture, and business.
Okay. Aquaponics, horticulture, business. And then his additional 2 were agronomy and hydroponics.
Okay.
All right. So should I show the slide with the answer? Or
Let's do it.
show the wager? Which should I show first? I don't remember.
Oh, well, we know what the wagers were. The team 1 went for 2,400, team 2 went for 2,300.
Okay. So let's go now with let's see the answer. Agronomy, animal science, aquaculture, biotechnology, agroforestry. That's
There's one
5.
that was missing there.
Where's the one missing?
Animal science.
Animal science, at least for team 2. And for team 1, they didn't have animal science either.
We did have animal science.
But that's only 5 answers for the.
This is 5 as opposed to 6 answers. Were there 6?
What's missing? Agronomy.
I don't have animal science for team 1 or team 2.
This question is missing horticulture.
Horticulture. Okay.
Hi, he didn't say animal science while they were in the Zoom, but when he was answering, he said animal science.
He who?
Samir, who answered for team 1.
I said aquaculture, animal science, and Miss White helps me remember the last one, which is agroforestry. We also said horticulture.
You all said aquaponics, you said forestry, you said horticulture, general agriculture, and agroecology.
Yeah, but he that was in the Zoom, but when he answered,
Uh-huh.
he added animal science.
And I said aquaponics / aquaculture.
Okay. All
He did
right.
say science too, though. I did hear him.
Okay. All right. So that was team 1. So team 2, you all didn't say animal science, right?
No, they got horticulture and agronomy.
And they got hydroponics.
Really 2 of the 6.
And they're missing, what did you say we were missing?
Well, it's in there now. All 6 are in there.
Okay. All right. So I have agronomy, hydroponics, horticulture, business, and aquaponics.
Hydroponics and aquaponics would all be part of aquaculture, so that's 1 answer.
Right. So they got 3. They got aquaponics, hydroponics, horticulture, and agronomy. So that's 3 out of the 6.
Yeah, the first team got 4.
Yeah.
Well, since no team got all 6 answers, team 1 gets ends up with 4,800 points. And team 2 will end up with 4,600 points.
Yay. Can we play I'm So Excited now?
Very good, everybody. I know it's been a long afternoon and you all still are not finished. I want to thank you all for participating. Miss Dara, I think my last slide had contact information on it. So if you don't mind, please share that. Yes. Please, yes, thank you. And we will get you Dr. Dunham's email information. We don't want her to feel left out. Does anyone have any questions for us? Please don't forget to reach out to us if you have any questions that you think of later. If you are thinking as you get closer to applying for jobs, if you need some advice, give us a call, send us an email. We are available for you.
Wow. What a day and what a lot of learning and review. And of course, Dara has graciously or noted that we will do the post-test tomorrow. Thank you very much. I think it is time for us to kind of wrap it up today. We really do appreciate, though, however, our USDA APHIS team being with us and sharing and reaching out and extending their resources and their time and their talent and their expertise to our benefit collectively. So we really do appreciate that. To Dr. White, to Dr. Dunham, to Dr. Benoit, thanks once again. Please, you guys, everybody make sure that you're noting 6 o'clock tomorrow as the closing program. In the meantime, our 4-Hers and AgDiscovery participants will be busy finalizing and getting their last minute, preparation done for their final program presentation. So we really do appreciate that. Dakota, do you have anything else you'd like to add here as we close out? Dr. Whitehead, you have your hands up.
Yeah, I wanted to especially thank Dr. Benoit for hanging in there for the last almost 2 weeks. Dr. Dunham and I have been swamped and we're not able to be available to observe any of the other days. So I just wanted to thank her.
I have 2 questions.
From the bottom of my heart.
Azima looks like she has a question, I think, Dr. White. Go ahead, Azima.
Okay.
So tomorrow we join back at 11 o'clock. Is that right?
I don't have the answer to that question right now. I don't know whether the counselor team would be able to answer that. So Dakota, maybe, I don't know whether you're the last Mohican on there.
Sure, and
or Dara.
as we wrap that up, we're gonna go ahead and get off of the live and sign off of recording and everything else. It's been a long, wonderful, very educational, entertaining day. Thanking our Robin White, Alex Trebek, and Dr. Dunham, and all the students and everyone else for their energetic and really thoughtful participation. This has been Jeopardy! UVI AgDiscovery 2021. We'll see you next time.